Oh, we good. Technical difficulty. We in effect now. Can't compromise. Just try to start. Right. Right. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halayim. Yahweh. Bahashem. Bahashem. Haracha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, who taught us the truth, honors and salutations to the elect, and to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because they shall arise first. To the men, women, and children that believe in the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he's coming to deliver us of this captivity that we're in. All right, and Salakia, because I meant to say, by Hashem Haracha Kodash, there, we said it. But, back once again for another sit down. And as you can see, the title is Every Knee Shall Bow. Because we coming into that time when, the sky's going to get cracked open and every knee is going to confess. Because right now, you still, even with all things that's going on in the world today, people still don't believe that he exists, man. That's his name, Yahweh. He exists. They still don't believe that he exists, but he's coming back, Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shalom. Oh, snap. But they don't believe that he exists, So what we gonna do is through the spirit, come through the spirit, let you know, like, every knee is gonna bow and confess his name. For you Benjamites calling him Jah, you call him Ashaya, you call him Ahiah, you call him Jesus, God. What's some other names that these people call him?
You said Allah?
Yeah, Allah. They call him all these different names, man. But through the spirit and power, Yahweh B'Shem Shai, B'Shem Kakadash, every knee's going to bow, every tongue's going to confess.
I wanted to start with something real quick.
Go ahead, bring it up, brother.
What the brother said, some people don't believe. They simply just don't believe. They've been saying 2,000 years, that, over 2,000 years ago, that he was going to come back. Well, with the ignorance, in the ignorance, they're going to be consumed because they don't know there's no separation between when Yahweh Shai walked the earth until now.
That's right.
All that is considered one time period.
That's right.
So this is the book of 2 Peter 3. And I'm going to start at 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust. And that's mainly why the majority of the people really don't believe he's going to come back. All of these prophecies are moving forth, and and guess what? After the mandates kind of lit up, they went back in the world and started hitting the club, start smoking, they started back being a nigga. So, and the scoffing went up. People, there's more people that don't believe than the ones that do. Okay?
And if I may, brother, it's funny you said that because, at that time when everything was hitting, boom, 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 the mandates, when everything shut down, everybody wanted to go to the Bible. So the Bible was one of the top selling books at one point in time. Right now, the pressure's getting let off, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, man, this is the time when you should really be concerned because things are going kind of getting back to normalized, right? Because now you can go to 1 Thessalonians 5:3.
It's a piece of Satan.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? So now when they saying all that, that's when you really got to be like, oh snap. Like something's really about to happen. Why everybody else? Because why would he say that he's coming like a thief in the night if you was waiting for him? Because when everything started happening, that's when people are like, oh my God, it's the end of the world, this, that. Now they want to get themselves together. You should have been doing that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do that shit from the beginning, man. Once you come into this truth, you come into this knowledge. That's when you supposed to get your stuff together and you don't let up, man. You know, but grab that,
I got some more.
Oh, you got some more? Yeah,
I'm keep going
bring
down.
it up, bro. Bring it up.
Right.
But make sure you hit that point, because that's what the whole...
Okay. Make sure you hit what?
Yeah,
I got you. Right, verse 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation.
That's the spirit, bro. Because like I was telling you earlier, when I went past my sister's house and she was on the phone with the DHS worker. And it was weird, man, because like that conversation was crazy because I didn't even come over there for that. I just came to see my sister, boom, 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 but she was on the phone and she started talking. I'm like, oh, my brother, he's an Israelite. And I'm like, yo, chill. Why are you telling these people that? And that's when she was like, yo, well, I know about the Israelites. And then it went from the situation until we started talking about the Lord. Because we in those times where you're gonna witness like strange things, man. So that happened, but now the reason why I'm saying this because the scripture you just brought up, because she was like, well, my grandmother's 80-something years old. So now this time, he's like, they always been saying, because I was like, yo, we at the end. She's like, well, people been saying that since this time. No. Yeah, they have been saying that, and I had to break it down. So I said, listen, when Yahweh Shah came on the scene, that was the beginning of the end.
That's right.
And that's over 2,000 years ago.
That's right.
So, if you want to say technically, they've been saying it's the end. Yes, they have been for over 2,000 years.
Yep.
How about that?
Right.
They've been saying
more now?
Exactly. So now I'm like, we're at the end of the end, and it's prophecies that you have to look at that has to be fulfilled. When Yahweh Shah was on the scene, it wasn't even no World War I.
Right.
They weren't talking about that. But you had your World War I, you had your World War II. And those are the time frames that these people living in. Now they're comparing World War I, World War II. They're comparing the whole thing in Ukraine to what's going on right. They're comparing the people that's been evacuated from Ukraine to World War II. They haven't done that in a while. For however many years, and that's still a small amount of time. From World War II to now is a small amount of time.
That's right.
A very small amount of time when you look at it on years, man.
Yep.
And like your grandparents, man. If you have grandparents, like my grandma, when she passed away, she was 99 years old, and this was a few years ago, right? She was 99 years old, so she was born in 1916, I want to say. Her grandmother and all that, they was in slavery. So she knew about it. She heard the stories. And it was passed down here, and so on and so forth. So you can say what you want to say, man. You have to know prophecy, man.
We ain't that far from slavery.
Exactly. We're not. But they want you to forget about it.
Yeah.
Why? Because, why do you think time is speeding up? In our times, that's why it says his thoughts are not our thoughts, his ways are not our ways. Like this time period, you know what I'm saying? To us, it seems like it's forever. That's why the Lord said, like, these fucking impatient ass niggas, man. They can't wait. Like, wow, just read. Once you read, that's why that's the importance of reading as well. Because you know what time you in, and also you have to know the prophecies too. Sloppy, you got it, bro.
Verse 5. Check this out. For this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the waters and in the waters, whereby the earth that then was being overflowed with water perished.
See that, Dan? That's what? That's the first death, right? And time wise, I don't want to jack it up, just for edification's sake or to see, but. So you look from the first time, it wasn't really that long ago. That was the first death. Read that one more time, Baba Sean.
Okay, verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old.
That's right. So they said the heavens were of old. And that's just like them people. What they be saying, Well, that's the Bible days. That happened back then. No, man. You're still in the Bible days, so you're ignorant of what's going on right now. Because look, you have what? They got what they say, the Old Testament, the New Testament. The Old Testament is right now too. You have prophets that was in their time prophesying against the kingdom that they was in, and also prophesying about the kingdom that we're in now. You know, so that's how I know they don't understand the scriptures. Them churches, they don't understand the scriptures. They don't know what's going on. You know, it's like a book that was sealed to them. And they come like, yo, read this. You know, and guess who they went to? They went to Esau. And Esau gave them the little what they go to the what's those Bible colleges, and all that. But you go to those Bible colleges, you don't learn nothing. Right. All you learn is a Christian doctrine. They don't tell you that you're an Israelite. You learn everybody can make it. This, that, and the third. You learn his name is Jesus Christ. God is the Father. Yo, what the fuck? How does that make sense?
In the church, they hold you all them hours, and you still don't know that God.
That's right. You dumbed down, man.
Right, you dumbed down.
Niggas is crazy.
Run this back real quick.
Come on, bring it back.
Verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the waters and in the water.
Yo, because the Lord, he did all that. Through his word, through his mouth, he spoke it. Okay. You know?
Whereby the worlds that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
So I can read that again? Well, you want to break it down.
Verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store.
Yo, the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, was just kept in store. Why? Because he spoke it. He said, first of all, he said on when Yahweh Shah said that to not one jot, one tittle shall be passed away.
You want me to get that?
Yeah, Baruch Shah. Okay. Because just from his word, that's why he's still here. You know, just earth and everything.
Said that no wise pass from the
Lord. Yeah, because they be like, oh, but that's then, that's that. Yo, the Lord, and then you got people saying, well, the whole earth is going to be destroyed. You know, just the end of the world, the earth, the globe is going to blow up. Yo, he's not going to destroy what he made for us. You know, he gave it to the wicked. But he's not going to completely do it. Just the same way he's not going to completely do away with Israel, it's like he never did. He's not going to do away with this earth, man. Because we have to rule it. It was made for us, man.
I got you.
And that's a lot of that Satan told us, man. You got it, brother.
Matthew 5 and 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law. That's right. Till all be fulfilled.
That's right. Till all be fulfilled. It's heaven and earth. So the heaven is talking about what? The heaven that they living in now. Because they in heaven. We not in heaven, man. You know, you go to what? 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, and it talks about the earth was made for our sakes. You know, so why would he destroy something that he made for his children?
He say the earth abided forever.
There you go, okay. So how the hell where they get that from, man? Now go back to what you had the first.
2 Peter.
Yeah, con. That's some heat right there.
Yeah. Okay, 2 Peter, chapter 7. 2 Peter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
That's right. So it's reserved for that. Yo, what's that Habakkuk? For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you see now is reserved until that day of judgment, which is what? Was fastly approaching us. You know? So you calling on this name, that name, that's not going to save you, man. The Lord gave his men the word, man. He gave them, he gave them a promise that he's going to come back, man, and deliver. Why you calling on, like I said, why you calling on all these different names, yo, that's not going to save you. The only name that you're gonna be able to call on is Yahweh Shem outside, man. In those days, and you have to be calling on that now, and you have to believe in that. You know, because if you don't believe, man, you can call anything, but if you don't believe in what you're calling, how can you be saved, man? And it's only for the elect at this time. You know, and the 1/3 is going to get it from the elect. They're going to believe in what they're saying. You know, read that again, brother.
Verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store.
Which are now, right now, what you living in, what you see outside when you go outside your house. That's right now. You know, so how could that be like, oh, dang, that's back in the Bible days? No, it's right now.
Right.
The war in Ukraine, that's right now. You ain't think that could happen. Now you got Sleepy Joe talking about what's that? The shortage of food is real. We've been saying this I don't know how long, but now because your enemy is telling you that, now you believe it.
Right.
Oh, Joe said it. Yeah, it's true. You know, where do you think he got it from? They got advisors in the White House, man, that know this word, man. They got the power on the left hand side that know they tap into that energy. Because we're your brothers, talking to you Israelites, we're your brothers. You know, we come out here week in and week out, video, warning you. You don't believe it because it's coming out of our mouth. But the scripture said if he would have sent us to a strange nation,
they would have believed.
Exactly. But we come to our own nation, they and it's evident. Because we're telling them and they believe, and that's why they're like, oh shit, but the only ones that's not believing is our own. You know? That's more on that.
Let's see on there.
Got that every knee shall bow. Because this is the reason why I'm making this video, man. To let you know, man, that every knee shall bow and every tongue going to confess the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakakadash, man. There's no getting around that.
It's the book of Romans, 14 and 11.
God.
For it is written, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh,
God.
every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to the Most High. Okay? Verse 12. So then every one of us shall give an account of himself to the Most High.
There you go. Every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. Read that against Salaki.
Right.
So forgive me, man. It's a little late.
Verse 11. For it is written, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to the Most High.
That's right. So y'all, that's Yahweh start talking. And then what she said to every tongue shall confess that he is Yahweh. Every knee going to bow because when he was here, who bowed down to him, man? Who was like, yo, you him? None of them. They mocked him. They scoffed at him.
Right.
They talked a whole bunch of shit, you know, made up things, you know. But matter of fact, it's like that song. It's a song called that. Every knee shall bow, you know, by what's his name, Garnett Silk.
Yeah.
Benjamin. And it's funny because when in the song he talks about who's the god of the weather. He's like, he said Jah, but you know it's Yahweh. You know, and then all these different nations. Matter of fact, can you grab that when it say the gods of the nations and no gods?
Yeah.
So that's why, and you know, going to the Roman Empire, the Egyptian Empire, the Babylonian Empire, even right here, they talk about different gods. You know, that's it's nothing new under the sun. Because they was talking that same thing back then. You know, this God, that God, the God of this, the God of fire. You have to go do a sacrifice to him. No, it's only one power, man. And you're going to see that's what it is, man. That's what we've been telling you. Even though them Islamic dudes, they tell it's only one God. But they don't believe in the Son. So how could you say it's one God, but you don't believe in the Son when he tells you, no man can make it to the Father but through me. He's the mediator. He's your lawyer. You know? And as we get more and more and more intense into this thing, into this movie that we're in, man. You know? So you're going to have to confess on his name, man.
All right. It's the book of Jeremiah 2:11. Have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods?
See that? Have a nation change their gods, which are yet no gods. And that's going, God in the Hebrew is Allah, which just means power. You know? That's it. It just means power. But all these other nations, they have powerless gods who can't hear. They got ears to hear but can't hear. They got eyes to see but can't see. They have mouths to speak but can't speak. They have noses to smell but can't smell, man. You know, so there's no power in them. We serve a living power. That's a big difference. But these are the gods of the up. Read that one more time, Baba Kushaka.
That's deep. Jeremiah 2:11. Have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods?
No, a nation, and these nations, they stand by their gods, man.
And to prove that they gods are no gods, look at all these idols that they have in these other countries. When the coronavirus hit India, what they did with them idols that they claim to God, they cast them away. They burned them up. You know?
God, that's right. That's it.
Our God is a living power, man.
Ooh, that you said that, but it's heavy. Because he said what they do, they cast them away, they burn them up. Yeah. Right? And guess what? That's what's going to happen to them. They're going to get burnt up. When the Lord comes back with that consuming fire.
Isaiah 19, right? The Lord rideth upon the swift cloud. You know? I can get
It's some more than that, though.
Yep, okay, I'll finish this. Jeremiah 2:11. Have a nation change their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit.
See that? But we have a living power that's above all gods.
Right.
Who every nation is going to bow down and admit that. But we rather go and serve after them. And they look at, that's why you think these nations despise you Negroes, man?
Right.
Latinos and Native Americans. Because they looking at you like, y'all dumb as hell.
Yeah.
They really want to be in your shoes. But they know they can't, but that's why, so they like, damn, everybody else doing, we might as well too. But they really wish they was in the light that you in. They wish that Yahweh Shem Yahshua would have chose them. That's why the Lord said, man, if I'd have sent you to a nation, a strange nation, they would believe.
Yeah. He also said the name of the Most High is dreadful among the heathen.
That's right.
So they feared our power. They understood the power that chose us.
That's right.
They understood. When you read all through the book of Samuel and Kings, Yahweh by Hashem and Yahushua was fucking them Philistines up through King David.
Okay.
So a lot, especially them Hamitic nations, they understand the power of Yahweh by Hashem and Yahushua.
That's right.
And right now, you know, when you read Psalms 83, you know, they said let us cut them off from being a nation, which means they understood that they, you know, they had to take us down. They had to, you know, throw confusion out there. They had to create other gods for us to believe because they didn't want, you know, Esau didn't want us, you know, celebrating our. He didn't want us praying to our power. He didn't want us praying to the Most High. So you know what they said? Don't make no sacrifices in the temple. They cut the oblation off. You know, the sacrifices, the oblation.
That's right.
You know, and ultimately men was put to death.
Yeah,
because they know when we cry out to the Most High, He hear us.
Ooh, just like the First Kings. What's the First King 18? The 18th chapter, I believe. It going into 18 and 19. King Hezekiah, and King Hezekiah was a king that he was righteous, man. You know, he took down all the idols that the king before him had put up, and he turned them back to Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Yeah,
by Shem Yahshua. And that's when the king of Assyria was coming at him, and they was trying to, they was basically trying to on some bully shit, trying to intimidate him. Like, yo, yeah, we got you. And they told him, they basically, the Assyrians told the men that came on the horses, They said, yo, don't speak to them in the Hebrew tongue because we don't understand it. Speak to them in the Assyrian. But what they did, they spoke to them in the Hebrew, and they basically was telling them, like, listen, man, don't listen to Hezekiah. Don't listen to him saying that Yahweh is going to come back. Yahweh Hashem outside, Hashem HaKadosh is going to fight for you. They was busy trying to take him out of their faith. So they went and told King Hezekiah. King Hezekiah ran his clothes. I'll be doing what mourning. He ran his clothes. I ripped it. And then it's like basically like sackcloth, that's mourning. Because he like, damn, my enemy's coming at us. But see, the Lord does that because it's like he has to show his power to make you have to bow down and worship him.
He did that with Pharaoh.
There you go. But see, it starts with us too. You know what I mean? But you're right, brother. He did that with Pharaoh, and he's going to keep continuing to do it with all these other nations.
He's going to do the same thing we saw.
God, that's right.
You know, like he hardened Pharaoh hard to show his power.
That's right.
You know? Esau, when you read through the Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, they fear fell upon them, but the Most High gave they durst fight, meaning what? He put the spirit on them to fight. And he gonna show them, hey man, this is gonna be a good fight for Yahweh. You know, it's gonna be a good fight for Yahweh. He gonna put the spirit on them to fight, and they gonna get their ass obliterated, man.
Yo, and that what was that? He said 2nd Ezra 13, right? Where we at? Here we go. Got it. 2nd Ezra 13. Talking about 31 right here.
Let me see.
This one.
Where it say
and one shall undertake to fight against another.
Where you in 30? No.
It's 13.
Let me see.
2nd Ezra.
There it is, right there, verse 8.
Oh, all right, cut. All right, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 13. When we start verse 8, to go up.
You can go right there. You can go up. 6, go to 6.
All right, cut. All right, this is 2nd Ezra. Salaki, chapter 13 and verse 6. It says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain.
Now that great, that is Yahweh Shai. That Yahweh Shai is that's Yahweh Shai. That mountain is synonymous with a chariot.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, a chariot. So that's what the world gonna see. You know, if you go into it furthermore, it's gonna say a mountain, and where you don't even know what region it's gonna come from. That's how big the mountain gonna be.
Yo, damn, that's heavy. Damn, bro.
Yeah, you keep going.
That's how, because I remember Salaki.
You good?
But that's an Ezra society. He was trying to figure out what mountain he carved it from. Like, damn, where does mountain come from?
Right.
Damn, brother.
Yeah.
It's 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, start at verse 6 again. It says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew up upon it.
Now you know technically, the Most High ain't gonna fly upon no mountain that you. That's talking about. It's symbolic. It's talking about a chariot, which you got to be given the spirit to believe that.
That's right.
That's our salvation. You know, but I remember breaking this down to a guy that say he know the scriptures. He didn't believe it.
Man.
Only the elect is gonna believe that, man. Right? But hey, he great. Hey, because really the Lord got the highest technology. Ain't no telling how many millions and millions of light years that his technology is far more advanced than what Esau had, man. So that's that technology, man. That chariot, man. All right, you can keep going on that.
All right, it says I'm gonna start it again from the top. It says, but behold. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew up on it. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not.
That's how the whole world gonna see. Every eye should see him. That chariot gonna be big enough for everybody. Gonna be like, what the is that? But the men of the Lord, we gonna be throwing up, prayer, hope we get delivered, man. You gotta believe that, man. Whether you accept it or not, every eye gonna see him.
That's right.
Every knee gonna bow. You gonna bow down to them when you see that glory.
That's right.
When you see him come with that power, man. 2nd Ezra 16 say the trees, the animal, the sea, everything will tremble at his presence.
Damn, you gotta get that.
Yeah.
Because that's every knee bound, even the animals. nature. The trees, all that, they're going to tremble.
They're going to tremble. They're going
that's like, damn, that's confessing, because you're going to be shook.
The glory going to be so,
right.
Man, it's going to be, he coming with a lot of power.
I'm going to read,
now go ahead.
I'm going to read verse 7 again. It says, but I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. Because Ezra, he was like thinking carnal minded, because that's, like if you see a mountain, like, all right, let's talk about Mount Everest. How big Mount Everest is. That's supposed to be, that was at one point in time, that was saying that's the biggest mountain on the planet Earth. So just imagine if that was the Howard Shah shit and it was in the sky, right? And now you're looking like, damn, what happened to Mount Everest? Where did he get this shit from? Oh, he got it from Mount Everest, because he couldn't tell, because it wasn't for his mind to grasp it. Because Ezra was an inquisitive man, so to speak. He wanted to know things, inquiring. So, that's the right word, inquiring, because he wanted to know. So you had to ask, what's this, Lord? Yo, this, it. So the Lord had to be like, hey, let me sit this little ass down, and give him some game. You know what I mean? So like he couldn't like, because if the Lord, like if it was like that, you took something out of this, you'll be able to tell where it came from. That's like Esau now. They like, yo, what's that right there? Oh, it's a UFO. No, it was a chariot, man. Because it's not of your technology. It's not of this world. You know what I'm saying? It's not of this realm. It's of a spiritual realm.
Yeah.
But it says verse 8. So that's why when they see it, that's man.
It's gonna make you want. It's you ain't gonna be. You gonna have to.
What's that song? The West Side Connect. Bow down. When you come to my time. Bow down.
Bow down. Straight up.
Yep. So verse 8, it says, verse 8 it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him was sore afraid, and yet there's fight.
Hey, man.
They were sore afraid. And that's like he was saying, man, like even with Pharaoh, you think when the Lord, you know what I'm saying, what happened when it was in ancient Egypt? He was like, man, it took for Yahbashim Yahshai, man, Bashimar Chagadas to kill all the firstborn and everything in their land. To make them, they were scared. Now just imagine, your firstborn of everything in your region, and you are a king, and it dies. To some people you got in captivity. You like, look, and they took it to that point. He's like, man, just go serve your God, man. Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he knew at that point in time, he knew like, I'm defeated. There's nothing I can do. Why am I just keep him here? But the Lord put the spirit on him to do so. Now once you leave into the wilderness, now the Lord pardoned his heart again. Come get him. Because I'm going to really take you out. Because you still, like basically when my people left, you're still in rulership. So now I completely have to take you out of rulership, man. So I'm going to draw you out like them hooks. I think Ezekiel, he's drawing them out. He's drawing them out now. Because why? They got us in captivity. Now he's drawing them out on all four corners, right?
Run that back though, what it says.
Verse 8. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him.
Listen, you hear what that say? All they that were gathered together. Then the Lord say He's gonna look. I got a precept. All right, that's the Lord's will for them to be gathered together, so He can pour out His judgment for them.
That's right.
Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore, wait upon me, saith the Lord, until the day I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nation.
That's right.
That I may assemble the kingdom to pour upon them my indignation.
That's right.
Even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. You see that? God. So that's what the Lord willed, to have these nations to house these ICBM missiles, right? To be gathered together to fight against him as well.
That's right.
And
what's that to do? To show them. Y'all going to bow down.
Y'all going to bow down.
Because, you know how powerful just these militaries are now. And even going over there, you got the American Army over there, right? The Romans, basically, that's what they are. They shot missiles at chariots. They've been doing it. Shooting the missiles at the chariots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how powerful they are. But that's the Lord piping them up. Like, Now he's really getting them because they got the power. This that you've been in power so long, and he's taunting you about bringing his his fighter jet, so to speak. Because you know that they're the chariots,
right?
Bringing them, letting them do them, and now they're down. They want to use their technology. They're really afraid.
Yep.
But the Lord has to put the spirit on them, and now that's just even more to prove the reason why they're gonna have to bow down. Because he's like, damn, they're just greater than us. What can we do? We tried everything we could.
Yeah.
You know? Just like with a bully, a bully somebody so long to that point when he gets his ass whooped, he gotta bow down like, damn, I thought I had you. I underestimated you. That's all they're doing. They underestimate the one that created them. But I'm gonna read verse 8 again. That was it on there. You had some more.
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. This is Revelation. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 8. It says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him, which Salakia were sore afraid, and yet there was fight." Ooh. You can hear that in Revelation when it talks about the war in heaven.
Yeah, I got it right.
Oh, all right, because I want to hop in this one too. All right. So yeah, we get
make sure they war with the Lamb.
Yeah, yup. All right, now hold on. Let me bring this up real fast. Go side. It says, "And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests."
That's right, and that goes into the UFOs,
And what's the instance they show you that in? What movie first come to your mind? What do you think of that?
Man, there's a bunch of movies. With,
the first one that pop in your mind.
With Independent.
There you go.
It's a bunch of movies.
Yeah, kind of, but because it reminds me of that scene when the ship just pulls up.
Like real, yeah.
Everybody like, oh, it's like alien. Yeah. And that's how you know that Esau been mapping, though they know.
Yeah, they know.
They've been waiting for this day. They scared of this day.
Yeah.
Because they see like the people out there with welcome aliens and this, and taking selfies and all that. And then the John opened up. And that explains that beam to the T. It explains to the T that dream was like, blew the whole damn building up.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Like, hey, man, these people tripping.
Yeah.
But it explains how he said he lifted up his sword. Like, he ain't had no sword.
Nah, he didn't need no sword.
Ezra saw that.
No sword.
He looking at it like, yo, what the, how? What's that? I gotta read that again. Yeah, Baba Kashad, man.
Come on, right?
This is 2nd Ezra 13 and 9. It says, "And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war that he knew." Like he looking at the time he in and the instruments of war that he had, and to see that destruction, like going from there. Why do you think they got sick back then? Because they like, yo, what was that?
I gotta appreciate the bad that up.
Go bring it out, bro.
All right. You say right? The scriptures say he need to lift up a sword, right? This is Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
That's not meeting him as a man, because a man would have came with a sword.
Yeah,
but he would have understood it at that time. That's right, brother.
Come on. Let me go back.
Well,
now you can
that was it?
Yeah.
All right, come. Verse 10, it says, "But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth." Now you go with the, I think it's, I was going to say that Ezekiel, when it talks about how the will inside the will. Is that 33rd chapter or something like that?
Yeah, and then you got Zechariah 5:1 as well.
Yeah, kind.
You know,
it says bring back verse 10. It says
Second Ezra 16. So like that. Yeah.
Now you good. It's second verse 10. It says, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth. He said, only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. Damn. Yeah. It's because you like when you read these, you gotta imagine it.
Yeah, you got a picture and then you, hey, the hell to say that.
You
gotta use your imagination like you see it.
God.
You know, well, hey, because what? I can see it, man. A lot of people get burned up on fire. Because really the Romans gotta, be paid back for crucifying our Lord, man. And the 2/3, which they gotta be paid back for giving them up.
That's right.
So it's gonna be a whole lot of death in that day, man.
Okay.
It's gonna be a whole lot of death. And the people, the people gonna be willing and they are like, hey man, if you don't believe, huh?
Nah, that's what it says, Psalms, right?
Yeah. Is it 96?
Hold on, let me see.
Hey, if you don't believe, guess what? You're gonna confess one way or another. You're gonna, when you see that power and glory, there ain't gonna be no I don't believe in God no more. You know what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no I don't believe him. All that 2,000 years ago, that's gonna go out the window, man. You're gonna get on your chin. That's what happens. You're gonna get not only your knee but your chin, and you're gonna hope that you're gonna hope in that day that the Lord don't burn you up, and most likely you will be.
Okay.
And
you know what, bro? If I may, just like when just imagine now this is on a way higher magnitude, but when the angels came to see the prophets and everything, and they just fell and fell their feet.
Yeah.
Yo, just imagine this right here.
Right.
We say men's hearts shall fail him, man. Woo. If you could grab that shot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's fear. Like the story with Kevin Hart, man. He had the it was a what was it? A comedy skit. And he was talking about when he said, I know this dude, he was a super Muslim. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, ain't nothing scared of this dude. He would have shot you. He'd have did this, did all this crazy stuff, right? He said they went to Great Adventure, Six Flags. He said they got on this particular ride. I can't remember exactly what ride it was, though. But he said when they got on it, they went up high. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was a roller coaster or something. So then you know how you get on a roller coaster. Then you lifting up that one peak before it really go down. So he said when all of there.
Right.
He said this dude was super Muslim. So he said when it dropped, he said the first thing this dude screamed in his mouth like, please help me, Jesus. I'm like, yo, damn. But you believe in Allah, so that's gonna be like, this is a joke, but on the same token, like when these times come, they won't be one to call your house out. You know what I'm saying? That's because they're gonna like, yo, if the Lord allows them to remember the name, they're going to be thinking, yo, what's the name that they were saying? Because ain't no other name going to save you, man.
God.
You know? And that's another way of professing out your mouth. And your knees going to bow.
Yeah, you
physically.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because he's going to make you. He's going to force you to admit. You know? But it says verse 11, second Ezra. You got that?
Yeah, I got that for you.
Oh, hold on. Let me read this again. Then bring it out. This second Ezra 13 and 11, it says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Good.
Come on, man. Niggas playing. And then if these people knew that or even thought about it, they wouldn't even be out here acting the way they act right now. And that alone should vex you. Because they don't believe, you know, and they're not supposed to. You know, and that's why that, and it's a balance, because that makes you want to warn them even more. Like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? You can't warn a person like, yo, you know what, it's a fire coming. Yeah, get out of the building. They're going to look at you like, what? Right. Well, nigga, whatever, man. Right. And you going to snap, like, you have to be compassionate, man. Yeah. I'm not just saying. That's blowing their trumpet, man. That's right. And yo, and being compassionate too ain't just screaming and hollering. Yo, you're going to diligently be doing the work. There's more to it. Yeah. To try to warn people. Come on. Especially if you know they're Israelite, man. Yeah. But you speak to everybody, man. You know, like, what's the scripture? I want to say, Apollos something. He said, but the Lord giveth, he planted the seed, but the Lord giveth the increase. Apollos planted the seed, but the Lord giveth the increase. You know what I'm saying? So all we doing, our job, we out here planting seeds, man. You know? And the Lord is giving the increase to that. You know? Yeah. Why? Because that when you plant those seeds, you know that knee is going to bow and that tongue is going to confess. And that sooner or later he's going to have to confess. You know? And that's the whole name of this title. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Because right now, they professing in whatever God Esau has. They professing Esau. You know? Yeah, Esau's my God. That's why you're going to take that MOTB too. You know? You're going to take it. And the Most High going to get your ass up out of here. You know? We can wrap it up. So I don't want to be right about what? 40 something.
This is Luke 21 and 26. Okay. Men's heart failing them for fear.
Yeah, and yo, Ezra's what he said. He said, going back to verse 11, just the end of it. It says, when I saw this, I was afraid.
Yep.
You know, right.
Brother. If I'm not mistaken, the scriptures say, who can abide the day of the Lord? You know, I think it's the second Ezra, 16. But it say 26. Luke 21 and 26. Men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
No. You take it from the top. Yo, because you know how you just got it in your mind, like you seeing it, like, because like you could actually, because when you see the way these people are now, happy go like,
they have no conscience, right? They have no vision about how that day gonna be, man. The time that man. Hey, they have no vision about how that day gonna be, man. That's right. And that's why we get up, we say prayers, we ask for mercy.
That's right.
We ask that the Lord deliver us because we don't want no part of that.
That's right, God.
We trying to follow the instructions the best best to our ability. Because reading, these scriptures it shake you up. That's when you read these scriptures.
It's supposed to.
Every knee shall bow. So what's gonna happen for him to make everybody bow?
Hold on, I thought that the Apocrypha said that. I mean, not the Apocrypha. I thought that the Quran said that. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no prophecies in the Quran. And they look how they look how they moving, man.
But see, and that's the difference between us and them. Because I know, like, in the world now, like, in Philly, you got a heavy Islamic community. Not just in Philadelphia. You also have it in Newark, New Jersey, and like another other like areas, man. You know what I'm saying? Atlantic City, New Jersey, Baltimore, Maryland. You probably have Florida, probably Atlanta as well. You got a Chicago. Wherever you go, man, you got an Islamic community, man. But see, the difference between us and them is like our power. He's going to make every knee bow and every tongue confess. Not us. We're not going to be the ones to do it. He's going to do that. But let you say something about Islam, they want to put you to death. You're going to worship Allah.
Yeah.
That's you doing that. Allah ain't making me do shit, motherfucker.
They did that back then.
Yeah,
they put us to death back then. Yeah, you get down with the, you know.
You get down and later.
Get down later.
You don't believe in Allah, we have to kill you.
Now you got Jake trying to kill you by the Allah.
Exactly, yeah.
Man, it's off as hell.
God. But the Lord said he was going to do that, man.
Mm-hmm.
And
wait upon me till today I rise up to.
That's right. That's right,
you know?
God.
You know?
That's right. You can read that. That's some heat, boy.
Yeah. Luke 21 and 26.
Forgot about that one.
Men's hearts failing them for fear.
That's right.
And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
Wow. And I can hop to verse 2. Because they're going to, because that's when they're going to hit the button. Fuck it.
Yep.
So I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers. Hit the button.
Yep.
And they're going to be looking like, because now they're going to be bitching. Like, yo, what have we done? You know what I'm saying? Like they saw the movie. God bless America. What have we done here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like, yo, that's when they're going to sit. Now it's said, and even with all that, because the evils that's coming, in the midst of that, they want to see the Son of Man.
Yep.
Yahweh Shah coming. Because that's a part of his army as well, because he gave them the technology to do that.
Yeah, he working on the minds for y'all to hit that.
That's right. So now that's even more bad, because he like, damn, I'm going to make you use the weapons that I told you to make. You know what I'm saying? And as they're marching down to destroy you, I'm coming with them. Now that's going to make you bow down like, oh, shit. We thought that we did that. We thought that we put all these things together. Now you got them coming with them, and they working with them. Oh, man, that's the power to be reckoned with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like the scribes and Pharisees, what they said. What manner of man is this? Even the winds obey him. That made them want to bow down and confess. Like, yo, what manner of man is this? Even the winds obey him. Yeah. So if the wind obey him, you think that missile's not evil? The fuck? Dude is crazy, man. You know? Matter of fact, if you could grab that, is there some more on that, bro?
Nah, this shit on
there. Because we can hop. If you could grab that before I hop into this. Because that's her, because like you're going to see. They said, yo, they're going to see the missiles coming, basically. Then, outside going up here, the Son of Man going up here, in the midst of all that. And he moved faster than the missiles, man. He going to be, man, listen. They had no clue, man. They had no idea what was coming to Babylon.
Yep.
The Great.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time, this place was great. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say it still is great. It's great for wickedness. Yeah. You know? And it's going to be greatly destroyed.
Yeah. It's Matthew 8 and 27.
Come, bring it up, bro.
But the men marveled, saying, what manner of man is this?
Matter of fact,
you want to go up?
Yeah, kind. Because just to give them a little, there you go. And so they understand. Okay. Yeah, yo, make them, learn them something.
Learn them something.
I'm going to learn you something today.
Okay.
God. So what was that?
Wait, 26.
That's the what is it?
And these disciples came in.
Yeah, I mean, here you go. You could basically jump around because when it says like how it started, you just jump around.
Okay. I'm gonna start at 25.
He like the key points.
Verse 25. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish.
Y'all see that? On the ship, right? There it go again. Now because Yahweh Shah was on the ship. These winds, right? No, take it, go up. Go up. Because, this is important.
You want to start at the beginning?
Yeah, start at verse 1. Because, what's that? Down you have the destroying wind, which is going to be those, the missiles when they hit, and that wind's going to come. And now this is the disciples saying, what? Lord, save us. What Yahweh Shah's name is? Yahweh Shah, Yahweh and he, Yahweh Shah delivers. The deliverer, right? The savior. Right. He's coming to save us. Now watch.
Matthew 8:1. When he was come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. Mm-hmm. And behold, there came a leper.
Nah, go down, son.
You want me to go down?
Yeah, just when he was on the ship.
Yeah. So like.
And that's when it really goes into it.
Go out.
Let me say, I said, no, because that's, what was that one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because right up
here,
okay.
When it was
19, hold on, commandments in the part. Start right there.
Salakia, bear with us. Babakusa.
Where's the start? Right here.
Where's it, even the winds will bend? Where it say where even the winds will bend?
That's right up in what manner of man is this?
Here we go, right here. That part. Yeah, verse 23.
Want to go straight to the point?
Nah, just read that. Okay. Because see how it jumps. So that they follow. So yeah, go to that.
Matthew 8:23. Mm-hmm. And when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him.
So they followed him into the ship. You know what I'm saying? Because now he just did all those miracles and they saw it and everything. But now it's getting into with the winds and all that.
And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea.
See that, and now it's going to happen again. The great tempest, which is going to be those missiles, man. Mm-hmm. And that's what we want to be delivered from. We want to be delivered from that tempest.
Right.
Matter of fact,
enter into that chamber to the indignation of the Lord.
What's that? 23? Matthew. What's that? Matthew? What?
20. I'm at 24 now.
All right, now what chapter you on?
8.
20, 24. Hold on, I just want to Baruch Shah, grab that word, tempest.
I can grab it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got it? Oh, yeah.
I can get
Baruch Shah. Yeah. My brother, he got the Yam saying with it. The 1-2 step.
All right. You say you want that word tempest?
Come Baruch Shah. Okay.
The word tempest in the Greek G4578 says most, and it means a commotion.
See that? Damn. A commotion. So you don't think there's gonna be a commotion when those missiles when they shoot them off? People going like, matter of fact, there was a video on it. But a singer actually did it, and there was just people who was just like they was in a dumbed down state. You had a dude in the car, he was about to pop his chick. And he's sitting there. They was like in the mountain area somewhere. And she's sitting on him, she all on him like this. So he's actually facing this way. And he looked up and he seen them missiles stuff. He was like, so after that, they show his face like that. I start laughing like that. Because you go ahead and do so, that's going to cause a commotion, man. Yeah. There's more than that.
All right. Say of the air, a gale, of the ground, an earthquake, tempest, a shaking, a commotion, a tempest, and earthquake.
See that? Damn. And it said the earth shall roll to and fro like a drunken. Mm-hmm. That's an earthquake, man. When the missiles hit, the earth is going to reel like
real to and fro.
Roll to and fro like a drunken. Mm-hmm. It's going to come out as natural state, and it has to be done to purge it. Yeah. For all the wickedness that's been done, that's a commotion. It has to be a commotion before it's brought back to peace. Mm-hmm. What you got, bro?
Okay. All right, verse 24. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, and so much that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep.
See, I was chilling. Mm-hmm. Like, damn, because why would he be worried about anything?
Right.
When he's the first spirit ever created, you know what I'm saying? And he knows everything. Mm-hmm. He got control of all the elements. How's the elements going to take him out when he controls them?
That's right.
That's why he was in there chilling like that. Jake probably snoring. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Getting that good sleep. Mm-hmm. While everybody has commotion going on, people scared, man.
Going crazy. All right, verse 25. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish.
See that? Now look, now everything that was around him and all that, they said, Lord, they went to Yahweh. Because who? Guess what? He's the only one that could deliver him. Mm-hmm. That's what his name meant.
He saved, he delivered.
That's right. They came to him. Just like with Peter. I remember when Apostle Ramlive did the video, and he was like, when Peter started sinking, he was like, Lord, save me. You had to go to Yahweh. Mm-hmm. And this is another instance when it's going to that water, tempest, confusion, commotion, you had to go to Yahweh. Mm-hmm. They ain't go, Yahweh save me, and Yahweh sitting in a boat. You know what I'm saying? They went to Yahweh first because that's what they had to go to. That's why Yahweh sent Yahweh his only begotten son.
He's the mediator.
That's right. And that every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that, man. Mm-hmm. For you ones that don't believe in Yahweh you Israelite, you Old Testament Israelites, you know, you Muslims that don't believe in the Son, you atheists that don't believe in the Father or the Son, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess, man.
How can you say you love Yahweh if Yahweh gave his son his only begotten son, let me clear that up.
That's right.
His only begotten son that we may be saved.
That's right.
You got to be out your damn mind and think you can skip over Yahweh to get to, the Most High.
That's right.
That's right. Just like our women think they can skip over us to get to your man.
Yeah, Yahweh.
Right.
That's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. Because what they say, I don't need no man. I'm married to Jesus. What the fuck? Yo, you out of order.
Always out of
this order. Whole place is out of order. Like my man used to call it when we was booked. He was like, man, you WOOP. I'm like, yo, what's that? He said, man, young boy, they way out of pocket. I said, oh shit, WOOP, way out of pocket. And yo, that's what this place is. They way out of pocket, man. Thinking you could get to the Father and skip over the Son. Well, so that would make his name mean nothing.
Right. The Lord said, I gave all things into his hand.
Right. Yo, what? Hebrews, man. All things were made by him for him. That's why you got the Sakari, they don't believe in Yahweh. And that's evident because look what y'all do in your Passovers and all that shit. Some wicked ass niggas, man. What you got, bro? Y'all, I'm not on the point because they had to go and ask Yahweh like we're doing right now. They was actually in that tempest on the ship with him. And they still had to go to him and ask him to save him.
That's right. He's the door.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing it now before that tempest comes. As the scriptures say, remember that I created in the day of our youth.
Yeah. Before the evil days come.
Before the evil days come, man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we'll get that, man.
So Ecclesiastes, what, 12? 12 and 1.
Hold on. Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, 12 and 1, I believe.
Good. You just finished that.
Matthew 8 and 26. And he saith unto them, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith?
See that? Yo, damn. He chucked them. Like, yo, I'm on this ship with you. You think something gonna happen to you? I'm right here. Like how they be like, yo, it's me, baby. It's me, baby. Right. You think I'm gonna let something happen to you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, yo, like that, and that's why he said that. Like, yo, you need a little faith. I'm with you. So just imagine how much more when he's not with you, man.
Yeah.
That's how strong your faith has to get. And now you got men now. You know what I'm saying? Men now they don't have nothing.
Their faith is wavering.
That's right.
Men are falling out the truth heavy. That's ultimately because you don't believe.
That's right, bro.
You don't believe.
That's
you
right.
believe.
That's right. What if some did not believe? You know what I'm saying?
All right, we keep going.
Yo, good, brother.
Then he arose and rebuked the wind and the sea, that there were a great calm.
No, and that's bad. Cause you rebuke somebody now, they want to buck up against you. He rebuked the wind and the sea. You think they spoke back to him? I tried to come back out. Oh, Yahweh Shah rebuked me. I'm gonna throw some water on him. Just like, yo, you got these fucking crazy ass Christians. Well, you know the war in heaven already happened with Lucifer, and they rebelled against God, and he gathered some. You out your mind, man. You know how out of order that is. That's why you Christian church is so out of order. That's why you're gonna have to bow down and confess that Yahweh Shah, man, and Yahweh. But Yahweh ultimately Yahweh Shah. In that order, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Arachah Kodash, man. That's it. It's no other names, man. No other names under the sun. You know what I'm saying? That's more greater than those names, man. Niggas crazy. And you go and confess it. And you go and bow down to it, man. We're going to keep saying that in this lesson. You go and bow down, you go and confess it. Because it's coming.
Matthew 8:27.
God, bring it up.
But the man marveled, saying, what manner of man is this?
What man? Like, who is this guy?
Right.
How the hell? Like, he just talked to them. They can't do that. Let you go outside right now, as windy as it was today. You can't tell the wind to cool out. You can't tell a mosquito to get the fuck out. All you're going to do is swat it. And if you don't kill it, it's going to keep coming back at you. Because it don't respect your ass. Matter of fact, he rebuked something that you can't even see. And he rebuked something that you can't see, the water. You can't see the wind, you can feel it. You know? You got it, brother.
Okay. But the man marveled, saying, what manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him?
That's right.
Okay?
That's so, like, god damn. That's like, and yo, but they had to, and yo, even they saw, they still ain't confess it. All they did, what manner of man is he?
Yeah.
They still was scoffing, talking shit. And them spirits is right back here on the earth now. But this time they're going to have to confess, and they're going to bow, and they're going to get destroyed. But this is what we was talking about earlier. Ecclesiastes chapter 12:1, it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in it. You know? So you got to remember them now, man. You know? But we're going to end it on this one. To hop into back in the second Ezra 13, going into that war in heaven, which is going to make a fight, but and this is why, because he's going to overcome all these bands, which bands are armies, you know, of Esau, you know, and these other nations, and they're going to have to confess at the end of the day. But this is second Ezra chapter 13 and verse 31. It says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And that's you got that in Revelation. It talks about that. So you're talking about one realm is the physical realm. Then you have the spiritual realm. They're going to be fighting against each other. After the nations are going to fight against each other, then they're going to see that, like what the brother brought out earlier. When he said, you're going to shoot the missiles off, like you're going to see them coming. Then you're going to see the Son of Man appear as well. You know?
They should make war with the Lamb.
Yeah, yup. That's it. That's right, brother. Can you read that real quick, Brother Koshai?
Revelation 17:14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and Kings of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
That's self-explanatory, man. They only got to break that down, man. The ones that's with him. That's his elect. That's his elect. All right. Back in second Ezra chapter 13 and verse 32, it says, and that time and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen which I shewed thee before, and then shall my son be declared whom thou sawest as a man ascending.
Ooh.
I'm going to read that again, bro. Verse 32. It says, and the time shall come, Salakia, and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen, which I shewed thee before. And then shall my son be declared. And how do you declare it? You got to speak it. Yo, that's Yahweh Shah.
Yeah.
Bow down, worship him. That you only going to have, that's all you can do. You know? It says, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. So who you saw as a man going back up. Now that's when he's coming back.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Acts 1 and 9.
Bring it out, brother.
Hey, let me get
man. Spirit form, man. We trying to shut it down. Spirit like, nope. Mm-hmm. You know, like that song from Marvin Gaye. I know that everything's gonna be all right. Mm-hmm. He's coming back. Like he said he would. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's gonna do, man. Yo, hey, man, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess, man. And Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaRacha Kodash, man.
I got it.
What, bring it up, bro.
Acts 1 and 9. And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
See that? What it said? I'm going to read this. Nah, I want you to break that down, too. Mm-hmm. It says, damn, I'm trying to get right. It says, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending.
Okay. So, as a man descending, all right? Mm-hmm. When he was, murdered by the Romans, mm-hmm. After he rose up, basically, he ascended mm-hmm. up into a cloud. A chariot received his body, man. Okay. And it said the same way he left mm-hmm. is the same way how he coming back. Okay. So no, go ahead.
Nah, that's like when the disciples remember when he ascended into the cloud, the chariot, mm-hmm. and then the disciples was like this.
Yeah, I'm reading it right here. Hey, verse 10. And while they looked steadfast toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel.
That's right, the angels.
Which also said, ye men of Galilee, mm-hmm. why stand ye glazing? Mm-hmm. Why stand ye gazing up into heaven? Mm-hmm. This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall come back in like manner as you have seen him go into heaven.
That's right.
Man, you know lining up, man.
God. And you know what? That's like now is the time to look up. Right? Now is the time to look, because you did your work.
Yeah.
It's a song that the brother gave me, Kodash, man. It's called Soldier Keep On Marching On. Head down till the work is done. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta head down to the work. Now you're looking up for your salvation. You know? With scripture that?
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
You know, because now it's the time to be looking up like, Lord, man, we working. Where you at? Mm-hmm. You know? We seen the prophecies. And that's your spirit, man. Your spirit wants to get up out of here, man.
I got it. Really.
You know, you want all these other nations to bow down and worship your power. Because we had to, our people had to bow down and worship theirs
for a long time.
You know? So now it's time for y'all to worship us forever, man.
Yep.
You got it, brother.
Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads.
That's right.
For your redemption draweth nigh.
That's right. Because now we know, because we seeing the war in Ukraine, is that we ain't like the other people. Mm-hmm. Well, they've been saying this forever. So now they was looking up at one point in time, now they're like this. Mm-hmm. But now the men of the Lord, we know, we like, yo, it's almost here, right?
Yeah. And
that's the point for doing videos and messages to edify and encourage brothers. Keep pushing, man. Every knee shall bow, man. Every knee shall bow in the very, very, very near future. Mm-hmm. Very near. It's right here, man.
I gotta preach that.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 9 and 1.
God.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, then shall you understand that it is the very same time where the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
That's right.
Now that's going with what he's reading right now. That's going with Acts 1 and 9. Mm-hmm. When you see these things come to pass, meaning what? Prophecy. Mm-hmm. And we're seeing all the prophecies come to pass right now, man. We at the end of the World War III is brewing up. Mm-hmm. You know, we got a couple more prophecies, the MOTB. You know, in the World War III, guess what? Our Lord's gonna show up.
That's right.
But he told us when we see these signs, you know, hey, that's gonna be the same time. Well, that's how you know that Yahweh Shai is en route, man. He's coming back, man.
Okay. Yo, like when you order a lift and you can see that shit coming, yeah, he coming, man.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. So he said, 2 Ezra 9:2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay, he made the world. We know that through the Spirit. You know? Ezra, you know, they understood that as well. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproar and people in what's going on in Ukraine? Uproar.
That's all our war.
That's all our war, straight up. Hey,
I was surrounded.
Hell with uproar. They getting busy.
They like, fuck the talk.
Yeah. And that's going soon to come to America, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
All right. So, yeah. Then should thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right.
You see that? That's how you know he's about to visit the world, man.
That's right.
And every knee shall bow.
That's right. That's right, man. You got some more now? That was it. All right, it says back in 2 Ezra 13 and 33, it says, and when all the people hear his voice, and when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle. They have one against another, and have an innumerable multitude, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. But he shall stand up, but he shall stand upon the top of the but he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Sinai, and Zion shall come and shall be shewed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands. You know, so he's gonna build up his mountain, man, his government, and that's the elect, because that at the same time that's gonna be simultaneously. You know, that's the deliverance of Yasharallah, the elect of Yasharallah. You know, because he gonna call them up, they're gonna come, they're gonna see him come down. It's gonna happen like how they say the blink, it's in the blink of an eye. That's how fast things are gonna happen, man. All right, it says verse 37. It says in this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest. Read that again. And this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest. And yo, you got dudes out there, their whole life, like Bill Gates and his family. Their whole life, they've been thinking of inventions and ways to take Israel out, man. We'll say, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Right. You know, they've been doing this their whole life, man. But the Lord going to check them in real fast, man. As soon as he come back,
they know he's going to come back. That's why they built those underground bunkers.
Yup.
All right.
But see, the Lord gave them the coordinates where to put them at.
Yeah.
You know,
they're gonna say let the rocks fall on them.
That's right. Verse 38, it says, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law which is like unto fire. And whereas thou sawest, that's it. That's it. That's it right there. I'm going to read that. I'm going to read verse 38 again. It says, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts Because the Lord knows their thoughts, so you're going to let them, oh, this is what you thought about my people, huh? And I'm going to bring it right to your front door. It says in the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented. Because they want to torment us. Now the Lord is going to begin to torment them. Which are like unto a flame. And he shall destroy them without labor by the law, which is like unto fire. So he's coming to destroy them with fire.
Second death.
You know, that's the second death. And every knee shall bow, man. You know, every knee shall bow, according to the Bible, man. You know, you got anything else, brother?
That's it on that, man.
Hey, man, Lord's willing, you know, this lesson was edifying. You got something out of it. And just know, man, we help us on the way for the elect and the 1/3, man. You know, and this place is about to be destroyed with sword destruction. So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Habakkuk, Wadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, and great millstone. Shalom to the elect. To the next lesson, we're going to say Mawaf, or Bible Ball.
Bible Ball.
That's to America.
Shalom.
Shalom.